Hi, old guy in shed. These episodes come around quite quickly. Pretty good. Right, today, progress on the MV Augusta. I'm preparing the engine. I've got to take the top off here, apparently. Put it on its side with the clutch side down. And this is to put the frame on to the engine. So apparently you don't put the engine in the frame, put the frame on the engine. I've had this advice from a really kind chap at the MV Augusta Owners Club. He's the spares guy. Really nice chap, very helpful, very knowledgeable. So all pretty good. By the way, just so you know, I'm using the camera's own microphone. I usually have a little microphone on top. I can't put my hands on it, I don't know what I've done with it. I'll put it somewhere safe. And that's the end of that then. Right, so anyway, cool. Right, the other thing I've been doing, many moons ago, I was chatting with a blokey about the about quality of various machines, you know, from cars to motorbikes or whatever. And we got talking about aluminium, just as a. So we were talking about the difference between die casting and sand casting and blah blah blah. Generally, and he said basic rule of thumb is polish a piece of it, whatever it is that you want to know. You want to know about its quality, polish it. And I don't know how much of this is true. Like I said, it's a conversation and hearsay. I have to say though, this chap was fairly knowledgeable, and I had a lot of time for him. But anyway, give you an example. Here's the fork leg, or the right-hand fork leg, of my MV Augusta. I'll come in a little bit closer. You see, it's pretty cruddy. It's this stuff, whatever it is, it's like black concrete. It really takes a bugger to get off. And this is the one I obviously haven't done. Now I did the other one today. I gave it a clean. I thought, well, I've cleaned it, I might as well get it on the whizzy wheel and give it a polishy, uppy shininess. And from this conversation, this chap said to me, the more it looks like chrome when you polish it, the better the aluminium. Okay, so what do you think of that, guys and gals? I mean, that really is like chrome. It's a beautiful finish, and it really didn't take long. Came up very once I got that black concrete off. That really was something else. But once I got that off, it polished up really quickly, gleaming, really chuffed. So this, according to the conversation, shows that it's a reasonably high quality aluminium. Now, if that is, and I don't know why that would be different to, say, my Marini, which doesn't come up quite as shiny. But they're all, allegedly, they're all bought from the same manufacturers in Italy. You know, MV Augusta did not have a fork making factory. They were bought in various parts. But it does beg the question, did they specify to the manufacturer what grade of aluminium they used? And, you know, is this the difference between riding, say, a Marini to an Air to a Benelli to a Guzzi to a Ducati, you know? Is this what makes the difference? Answers on a fucking postcard. Anyway, back to my MV Augusta. I have had a nightmare getting this thing towards clean. It is not yet where I want it to be in terms of cleanliness and not cleanliness, presentability. You know, I want to be able to present this bike as it should be, you know, an MV Augusta. For God's sake, they are a make. And as you know, perhaps if you've looked at my other videos, I farmed out the painting of the tank because I'm quite comfortable doing a lot of paintwork myself, but I thought, no, this really needs a specialist. So it went to Willis in the local village of Landau, and he did a beautiful job. Recommend him. Anyway, back to the image. Yeah, I'm really struggling to get to where I want it to be. On the top here, it's all sort of not nice, and I've got like petrol and brushes and degreaser and geyser and all sorts of stuff, trying to get it to brighten up and look more presentable. There you go. We're getting there. It's very slow. I'll be very honest and tell you now, I thought when I saw this Augusta and it was all there and it runs, I mean the engine ran, I ran it up for a sort of, I thought, you know, this is going to be an easy, real easy sort of breakdown, wash, 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 put it back together. Wrong. No, it's been a bastard. It's dirty, it's ingrained, the chassis was a mess. I'm only half happy with the chassis. The tank I'm delighted with. I've got a new pair of silencers for it. Delighted, I found them. But all in all, it hasn't been the easy job I wanted it to be. I'm still trying to get hold of the puller to get the bloody flywheel off, to take the ignition off, to send it off for rewiring, because all the wires have gone bare, all the insulation's come off. I thought there'd been a short and it burnt through, but again, talking with the chappie from the spares place at Augusta, he said no, the insulation goes crispy on them and it just breaks off. So it needs redoing, so it's got to come off before we get anywhere really. But I made the decision today, funnily enough, so what I'm going to do is start rebuilding it. Hopefully, I think it's Friday, I'm getting this puller here, which I know I'm going to have to modify before I use it. So I'll explain that modification later. And then I'm going to carry on putting the engine in and start building the frame up. When the puller comes, hopefully Friday, over the weekend, I'll get the flywheel off, and then Monday package this thing off to these people who are going to do the rewire for me. And then, touch wood, we'll be in business and we'll be screwing it back together that way. I can't wait any longer. I can't let this thing grind me down anymore. Although I have to say, excuse me a moment, it's not red wine time yet. We're still on coffee, which is okay. My wife does a mean cappuccino. Ah, that's good. Right, so where was I? Ah, yeah, because Marini. I've been using the little 215 motor Marini. I'm going to do another helmet cam ride with it. It has very quickly become my commuter go-to. It was the Falcone, because it makes me smile. But this little tiny 250 Marini is an absolute hoot. It's a blast to ride. I get it, I really understand the bike. And it's got this like, you're sort of doing 60 and it all sounds and feels like you're doing 80, you know, it's one of those sort of bikes. And it's just great fun. And the number of people who have come to me and gone, what is it? I've had one chap that pulled up, where was I? I was at some traffic lights in town. Pulled up in one of these big monster bloody motorhome things, and he wound his window down and he said, I'd love that on the back of this bloody van. I said, my wife would like that van with the bike on the back, because she wants one of these things, and I know. It's just not my bag. Sorry. I know she'll grind me down, I know she'll win, but no, it's not for me. But anyway, the Marini is a hoot, and I'm going to do a camera watch-outy off the helmet, you know, so you guys can have a squint at it. and hopefully I'm going to have a go at trying to get it recording the sound while I'm riding it. I'm not too sure how the bloody hell I'm going to do it. I have to have a play with the camera itself, but I think it might be worth it because it is such a beautiful sounding little motorbike. I mean, I love the 350, you know, Marinis. I've had two of those, three of those I've had. I'm on the third 3.5 here. But the little 250, although it looks pretty much the same, it's freer revving, it's sharp, everything about it is just a beautiful little motorbike. So I'm going to do, I know I've done one little thing on it, I'm sure I have, but I'm going to do a proper, thorough looking at it because I've become so enamoured with the little bike. I really have. So anyway, back to the, this is a bit disjointed, isn't it? Yeah. If you love disjointed videos, you're in the right frickin' place. I do disjointed. That's what I do. Right. Where was I? Oh yeah. Back to the MV Augusta. I am really struggling with some aspects of the rebuild. Part of it is, although the chap at MV is super helpful, I feel like I'm pestering him a little bit. I don't want to do that. He's a really nice chap, and I want to keep him in reserve when I'm right stuck, you know. But it is more difficult than I expected. Don't ask me why, because I can't answer you that. It just bloody well is. It's really difficult to sort of get my head around it. I'm getting there, but a lot of it is due to time constraints, and I did get very despondent with it, if you watch the other videos you'll probably be aware. And when I got the tank back and it's beautiful, ooh, yes, and it has inspired me a bit more, and I have got on with it a lot more, and I have chased up stuff. I've started to do all the bits and pieces, like I say, started on the forks, and they're just looking beautiful. And so it's very much a case of, now the build is started, it'll come on quite quickly, I hope. And we'll see what it's like. It would take that one out for a test drive. Oh, just a quick note. The last, I can't remember which video it was, I talked about the 250 Motor Guzzi, the two-stroke. Nightmare with the DVLA again. They sent me all the forms back. Something didn't match up. Had to sort it out with HMRC, which are brilliant people. They are lovely people who deal with the Nova stuff. So that's been sent off again now. So that's probably another 6 weeks, because apparently they're all working from home. I don't know. Anyway, I'm having difficulty with the two-stroke, and as soon as that's sorted out, and I've got a number plate on it, I will. I'll do another camera on that one as well, because it's a sweet bike. It is a sweet, and I do like two-strokes. Don't ask me why. Probably some deep, dark secret between my ears that makes me perverse towards two-strokes, but I do like riding them. I always like to have a two-stroke around me. Maybe it's to remind me just how bad they are, I don't know. But it is a very sweet one, and I've left it sat here for ages and ages and ages. Couple of kicks and she's away, so it does seem like a nice bike. So anyway, that's another one to do. Anyway, if you like the video, like and do the subscribe and the share. Do the share thing. Let's get a few more people involved. Big hello to the people who have recently subscribed to my channel. It's nice that you've joined us, and I hope you find some of it edifying. And like I say, in the past, a lot of people have pointed me into sharing stuff and ideas, and It's really good to do. And that's worked well in the past, and hopefully it'll continue, because sharing these little information-y things helps the job along. It really does. Really does help the job along. So that's about me, I think. Can't think of anything else. What time is it? Oh, it's a couple of hours before wine time. I'm getting very strict with myself on this. I don't want to become an alcoholic. Right. Take care, folks. It's Old Guy in Shed. Drinking coffee, enjoying your company, and going back to work on the MV. Goodbye now.